following is a production of cprundown.com. The views and opinions expressed by the hosts of this podcast are those of the individual and not of any affiliated companies. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Rundown on Fun, a weekly podcast covering the Six Flags Entertainment Corporation, the amusement industry, and everything to do with fun. Here are your hosts, Karsten Anderson, Evan Schultz, and Kyle Hu.
Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of the Rundown on Fun, a weekly podcast where we cover the Six Flags Entertainment Corporation, Cedar Point, and everything to do with fun.
And
Boom.
Kyle's back.
Yes, I am.
Kyle, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if you listen to the pod when you aren't on the podcast, but Evan's been giving me props of like pretty sounding almost spot on exactly what you say or whatever. When you're not there.
See, now that you said that, the next time you do it, it's gonna be terrible.
Yeah, I'm gonna screw up and we're gonna have to do like 3 or 4 different tries and
nope.
Dang it.
First try. You're living with the embarrassment.
Okay.
No, I didn't listen. I swore off podcasts after I held a 6-question lead on Coaster Radio's game show and then blew it in the last 4.
Hey! I was gonna
You
say
got more than one question right.
I was like CP rundown. I was like, woo, we're in the house. I'm like, that's me. And then you were there for a while, and then bump.
I led for the questions 1 through 6. I was large and in charge.
You were perfect. And Evie was like, whoa, Kyle's running away. And you're like, oh God, I'm gonna lose it.
I'm glad that probably 2% of our listeners know what the hell we're talking about.
Yeah, right. If anybody doesn't listen to Coaster Radio, go look them up. It's a good podcast to get you through the off season.
They're actually weekly, unlike some of us.
Right. Hey, we try. It just depends on the
we were going to record last week, and probably good thing we didn't, because Six Flags decided to make a huge announcement. What was that, yesterday? Monday. No, today's Tuesday, so yeah, Monday.
Yeah.
So
this will be released on Saturday, but yeah.
Will it though? I mean, I feel like we should release it before Thanksgiving because people are traveling.
Okay. Well, that's up to Kyle. I mean, if he wants to release it tonight.
I mean, if we don't have any edits, I'll put it up tonight. I don't care.
All right, there we go. Perfect.
Anyways, so yeah, we're recording it on Tuesday. So whenever y'all listen to it, big news. As previously announced within the last couple of months, yes. Richard Zimmerman was going to step down effective December 8th. I don't know if that part was announced, but that's when Richard Zimmerman is stepping down from President and Chief Executive Officer of Six Flags. So they had to find somebody new. We said on here that we hope it's somebody with amusement park experience, not just some random Joe Schmo off
Tony
the street.
Clark. I mean,
hey, at least he has amusement park experience.
I mean, that'd be really interesting if he was running the whole entire shebang.
Oh God! Well, then when all the thuzies yell at him, it actually would be his fault.
All right, I'd be like, all the parks, like all the Six Flags parks, will be getting tweet ups.
Big new announcement. No, so the guy they hired, his name is John Riley, and I'm just going to read from the Yahoo Finance article. It's not long, and then I found his LinkedIn, so we could really look at what he's done.
Perfect.
Little bit of investigative in journalism. Goodness.
There you go.
I'm a little rusty. All right. Six Flags Entertainment Corporation, the largest regional amusement park operator in North America, today announced the appointment of John Riley as President and Chief Executive Officer effective December 8th, 2025. Mr. Riley will also join the Six Flags Board of Directors at that time. The appointment concludes a robust succession planning process led by the Six Flags Board with the assistance of a leading global executive search firm. Mr. Riley succeeds Richard A. Zimmerman, who, as previously announced on August 6th, is stepping down as the company's president and CEO. Mr. Zimmerman will also step down from the company's board effective December 8th, 2025. Mr. Riley brings more than 3 decades of in-depth experience in the amusement park and recreation industry, with significant operational management and strategic growth expertise. He most recently served as CEO of Palace Entertainment US and Group Chief Operating Officer at Parques Reunidos, where he was instrumental in improving guest satisfaction while driving margin expansion across the company's properties in the US, Australia, and Europe.
Hmm.
Prior to Parques Reunidos, he served as interim CEO and COO at SeaWorld Parks Entertainment, where he helped deliver meaningful EBITDA growth. That's finance talk. No idea what that means. And total shareholder returns. After a thorough search process, you could tell that I am stepping out of my league here. We are thrilled to have appointed an accomplished and experienced leader with the right skill set to enable Six Flags to reach its full potential, said Marilyn Spiegel, chair-elect of the Six Flags board. John is joining at a critical moment for the company following the merger of Six Flags and Cedar Fair last year with a fresh set of eyes combined with significant experience optimizing theme park operations and performance. We believe John will harness the best of both legacy companies and will reinvigorate profitable growth at our underperforming parks. I am honored to serve as Six Flags' next president and CEO and look forward to working with the board, leadership team, and talented associates to deliver results, said Mr. Riley. The combination of Six Flags and Cedar Fair created an unrivaled collection of parks with immense opportunity, and I believe we can reach new heights and deliver significant near and long-term growth. I am excited to deliver even greater experiences for our guests and value to our shareholders. Mr. Zimmerman said, it has been a privilege to lead Six Flags through critical and transformative periods, and I am confident the company is poised for tremendous growth and success. John's leadership track record and passion for creating memorable guest experience make him the ideal choice to serve as this incredible company's next leader, and I look forward to supporting a smooth transition. So, and he has an MBA from the University of Miami and a bachelor's from William and Mary College. And it kind of just says everything again, where he currently serves as CEO of Palace Entertainment and Group COO at Parques Reunidos. So if you're not familiar with those, they are the ones that owned Kennywood before Herschend bought them, which I forgot that Herschend bought them until like yesterday. So, yeah, I found his LinkedIn, but that article actually kind of spelled everything out. He's been a lot of places. He started as director of food service at Busch Williamsburg in the late 90s. Worked his way through merch. He was park president at Busch Williamsburg from 2007 to 2010. Then he moved over to San Diego, SeaWorld San Diego, oh my God. SeaWorld San Diego as park president for 6 years, starting in November of 2010. Then he was up in the corporate ladder, COO, interim CEO, Then he moved over to Palace and Parques Reunidos, where he's been since 2019.
I mean, it sounds like, I
have no opinion. Like, I don't know. Like, it
sounds like he's done a lot, and he's done he's done like the stuff that, kind of like in the beginning stuff of like, he was in foods, he was in merchandise. So that's
I like that he did work his way through the ranks, and he wasn't just some dude that like Cedar or Six Flags didn't pluck him off the street, but Palace did. And before then, he had no idea what an amusement park was.
Right. And the thing is I remember way back when or something, I think Palace was like kind of going downhill. I remember, I think in
it was
maybe
was pretty bad.
Around 2020, maybe 19, 18, something like that. I'm assuming something like that. Cause I was like, cause I don't remember for sure, but I thought that they were like trying to like take over Cedar Fair at one point. Like,
I think you're thinking of SeaWorld, actually.
No, there was some, I think there was something about like maybe that they were trying to, and obviously like Cedar Fair said no to them. And it's interesting to see, and like I said, I think Palace was like going downhill, and then he joined them, and then I've only heard any good things from Palace or
recently
or that recently. Yeah.
And really, I can't speak for like Lake Compounds or any of the other Palace parks, but I know Kennywood was getting bad, and in the last few years they've gotten a lot better.
Yes. Do you have Matt Ouimet? Because he commented.
Yes, I was going to go into that actually.
Yeah, he commented on it. Maybe to give a little more insight.
What was Matt Ouimet's previous? Was he CEO of Cedar Fair?
I believe. Yeah.
Before Zimmerman? Was he before Zimmerman? So
Yeah, then he was on. I think he was like on the board, and then once
Yeah.
they
So
merged
he was a
between
bigwig.
Six Flags and Cedar Fair, like
He was
yeah,
a
and
well-known bigwig. He
he's
has
been
history at Disney.
outspoken though too, negative and positive for
Well,
Six Flags and the merger and things like that. So
so if you've been following along through the merger, Wemit has been, I think, personally super negative, but in a professional way. Like almost like a hater level, I think personally. So I was interested to read him say the following. Six Flags announced today that John Riley will be their new CEO. I only know John by reputation, but someone that knows him well called this a holiday miracle. I am pleased to see that the team will be led by someone who has dedicated themselves to the amusement park industry. Exactly what I said. While there are many challenges that he will inherit, he also will inherit some incredibly talented colleagues that I suspect will be re-energized with this announcement. It won't be easy to regain the footing lost after the merger, but if the board of director provides the resources, patience, and independence he deserves, it could be, in all caps, hence just like the tagline or whatever you call it, fun. So I Wemit is somebody who has been cynical at best, saying, "Yeah, no, this might be a good thing." Gives me
yeah,
hope. And seeing how Kennywood has really righted their ship in the last few years. Granted, he wasn't directly Kennywood, but
right, right.
eh.
And I
So,
think, and then also like there were some higher ups. I'm not going to mention their names. I think Evan, you would probably know on X that they were talking about, the CEO and stuff and everything. They're pretty good with the stock market and stuff and their quarter results and stuff. And
I know
and
exactly
they were
what you're
saying
talking about.
they were saying that they do approve of the new CEO and stuff. And I'm Evan and also Kyle. Like literally, we've been saying this, we just have to give it time. Now we just let him work. Let him, you know,
Yeah, and
create what he's going to create. It's not going to happen overnight, but like let
no.
him,
And he's taking
work.
over at a good time, right? Like where he
I think
has a
so.
little bit of time just to kind of see how this off season is going to unfold, how the actual park season is going to unfold, and then he'll really take the reins, kind of like a new coach coming in the middle of the
Right.
season, right? Like he's got
Mhm.
a little bit of time to do his own thing, but let's see. Let's
Maybe that's
just
the
kind of
reason why Cedar
observe.
Point hasn't released their 2026 operating calendar yet. They're waiting for the new CEO to be like,
Maybe. I
maybe I
mean,
don't know. I mean,
um,
yeah,
so while a lot of enthusiasts were, oh, this guy sucks. I'm like, how do you really know that? I guess I don't know.
I'm not gonna lie.
There's a lot of
I'm
moving
not
parts.
trying to be. I'm not trying to be a jerk or anything. But like when I saw the picture of him, I was like, oh my
He does
god,
look like Mr. Six.
he
I know
kind of
where
looks
you
like
knew.
a Mr.
Sorry,
Six. And I'm
I
like,
jumped your gun, but I knew exactly where you were going with that.
yeah. I was like, what? And so
If
a
he
lot of people were
does,
saying that in the comments. But
he and Travis Kelsey should team up as the next Mr. Six commercial.
and also I was reading something. I don't remember where, but I was reading something where the Gianna partnership with the Travis Kelsey and stuff. I guess they supposedly signed on to the whole the new CEO and stuff, and they're really excited about the new CEO that was picked and whatever. And then also, I guess they're kind of like I don't know if they're like hard to like get and also to obtain, but it says something where they decided to buy in and join, the Six Flags brand and, go along for quote unquote the ride and, see. But like I said, you're just going to have to give it time. It's not going to happen overnight. Hopefully, for instance, I don't know, Winterfest being during the day
Jesus
for
Christ.
Carowinds.
I don't
And
want to talk bad about one of our parks, but
I mean, unless it is better and they can have and they know that the rides will be open more. I don't
but
know, but
know
I
your
just feel like Winterfest
audience.
should just be lights, right? Like I don't
But
know.
you're
I don't.
there for the lights.
Yeah.
I mean, the
So
rides are a great, bonus, I guess. But oh my god,
right,
whatever.
right. But I mean, what? Right, and maybe he'll look at that and be like, "Oh, why did we do that? That was a bonehead mistake." No, let's let's
Yeah,
reback, and maybe
and
we'll add more things to it and
I
stuff,
think
and
what a lot of
you
people
know.
need to realize too is, okay, maybe this guy was bad at SeaWorld and Bush, and he was bad at Palace, but it's not just the CEO that makes all the decisions. Yes, he drives them. Yes, whoever's the CEO is going to have a heavy influence, but it is still board of directors and the CEO and COO and all those three letters
Also, you have to remember
making
that
collective decisions. It's not just some dictator up there like Cedar Point's getting this, King to Cog, blow it up. It's not.
right,
It's not
right.
like that.
And the thing is also you have to think that there could be like it could have been like when Blackfish and the whole backlash was going on and just
It was around that time, I
and
think,
and,
when he
and
was at least
everything was
involved.
just really really bad in the economy and stuff, and he might have not even had enough time to turn it around. Like maybe he did
Oh,
turn it around to where and by the time he turned it around it was like, oh, he's gone, because it said he wasn't I don't think he was an actual like
yeah, he was
named it.
the
He was
interim, but he
interim.
spent the
So
majority of his career in the SeaWorld parks.
but yeah, so and it makes me I think it's good because he also went through obviously COVID and stuff, since he's been
Mhm.
through Palace since 2019. Obviously it's 2025, almost 26. He was there for like 7 years. So obviously if he was horrible, that people were saying he was horrible at whatever, like at least the thuzies were like, oh, and it's like, dude, just give the guy some time.
And
Obviously,
he
they through everything.
hasn't.
I'm happy about it. I'm happy. I don't.
I mean, I think inherently Six Flags and Cedar Fair are just a completely different animal than even the Busch chain of parks
Right.
and
Yeah.
SeaWorld. It, they're just totally different than the vibe. You go to Cedar Point and Six Flags to ride a bunch of rides. Busch
Mhm.
Gardens, yeah, you do. SeaWorld, not so much. And Kennywood, like compounds, whatever the hell else was in Palace and Parques Reunidos, those are more local parks, at least in the US.
Yeah.
They do own Park Warner Madrid in Spain. That's a very well known, pretty big kind of Six Flags style park, actually. And that park's done well.
Yeah.
I know it's super busy, so we'll see. We're not going to see anything overnight, that's for sure. So
No. Yeah. Kyle, what is your thought, my friend? You've been quiet. I want to. What do you think about the new CEO pick?
I don't really have a whole lot of thoughts in general. Um, he has had a long and semi-successful track record, so we'll see what he can do with Six Flags.
Okay.
But I don't know enough about him, about what he
That's
did
fair.
or what he has done to be fair.
Yeah. Yeah. All we
I
can
don't think
just
any
go
of
along
us do.
for the
I
ride.
mean, truly, I don't think any of us had know enough about the guy and what he's actually done
Mm-hmm.
to have a true
I'm
opinion.
happy. I feel like I'm happy that they got somebody outside of the Six Flags and Cedar Fair company that, fresh eyes, obviously, is
Yeah.
what they said. So it'll be interesting to be like, you're doing this
Um,
wrong. What are you doing? Why are you selling $100 passes? That's dumb.
Get away from maybe the hive mind concept.
Right.
So I feel like I do feel like a lot of the current leadership is, I don't know, they're maybe I'm trying to think of the right way to word it. They're going to do things their own way, and we all think the same, and we're very handpicked. And at least in the Cedar Fair side, I don't really know as much about Six Flags. Like they all seem very handpicked to do very certain things that
Yeah.
Richard Zimmerman wanted. Which, of course, a CEO is going to pick his people, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like there was ever any differing opinions, because admittedly there's been decisions made by both Cedar Fair and Six Flags and the merged company that it's like, did anybody have a set question this?
Right.
Like Carowinds high, like did anybody raise their hand and say, maybe we shouldn't do that?
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know. Anyways,
They said they learned from their mistakes, and they're gonna go move forward and see what
well,
happens.
when they stopped charging for haunted attractions passes at certain parks, that was evidence that they learned from their mistakes.
uh Okay,
Anyways,
so really quick, three things, both of you, and then I'll name them as well. Three things that you hope that the new CEO can like do or bring to the table or something. Evan, you go first.
ooh, that's putting me on the spot. Expanded operating calendars. I feel like it was maybe not happening, but fear of happening, that parks were going to start shrinking their calendars. So let's go the other way. Let's not be afraid of doing a bonus weekend at Cedar Point. Let's not be afraid of doing more bonus weekends at Kings Island, just to name a couple. And like, why is Six Flags Over Texas closing at 6 p.m. In the middle of summer? Like, let's be a pre-COVID theme park hours again, please. Let's bring back Winterfest, the parks that this kind of goes along with the expanded calendar, but whatever, it'll still be my second bullet point. Let's bring back Winterfest to certain parks.
Okay.
Like Great Adventure had a great Winterfest. Why are we not doing that? They brought in money. It had a good ride lineup. It was open at night.
Yeah.
And this is probably the, like, I don't know, shot in the dark. Probably not going to happen, but I'm going to say it anyways. Let's not close any more parks. Let's figure out how to not do that. If we have to sell some smaller ones, fine, but sell them, not close them. Sell them to other park operators.
Yes.
And with that, somehow save California's Great America.
Okay. All right. Kyle?
I would like to see them reverse course on some of the weather closed days they've been doing lately.
Okay.
Like traditionally legacy Cedar Fair parks would never close when it rains and storms.
Yeah.
It's just something you wait out and then, you're good to go. And I feel like something like that is going to wind up hurting that chain in the long run if they have the reputation of they close every time there's a drop of rain.
Oh, yeah. That is, yeah.
Because once you
develop
develop
there's any chance of rain, nobody's going to show up.
Exactly. Once you develop that reputation, people will stop showing up to the park.
Yeah.
So that's one thing. Number two, I'm going to kind of piggyback off of Evans. Bring back Holiday in the Park and Winterfest. Even if you don't go full out with entertainment, put up Christmas lights, open up a ride or two at the parks that can open up, and people would love it. I mean, I know everybody likes to say that, oh, Cedar Point will never get it. And you're probably right. They probably never will. But, like, why can the Toledo Zoo do it and have it be an insanely popular event, but Cedar Point can't? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, harking back to like COVID, like the drive-through light events that some parks did. The park wasn't open, but you can drive through the park and look at lights. There's like not really any operating costs with that, and you're making money. People will like slaughter each other to look at Christmas lights. So,
And my third is a little unconventional, but I feel like all of these parks have been all over the place with manufacturers and rides and ride types. And I know that that's the basis of theme parks, is they all do different things. But I would really like to see Six Flags pick one manufacturer, be it like Vekoma, RMC, Intamin, and just give them a ton of a ton of money, and just let them cook and see what they can come up with. Do like hey, for the next 3 years, all of our capital coasters are going to come from Intamin. We gave them this, like this exclusivity check, so they're only going to work for us for the next couple of years. They're going to service all of our parks. Let's see what they can come up with.
Okay. I like that.
I feel like if you go with the right manufacturer there, there's enough variance in what they produce that it wouldn't. I don't know. It's not like you would be doing copy and paste everywhere.
Yeah, like not every park's going to get a B&M Hyper, right? But if you go with someone like Intamin, where they have 15 different types of product.
Right. Coasters and thrill rides and water rides.
Exactly.
And
I like that. No, that's good. And I like how Kyle pulled up, Intamin. They'd be working with Intamin again, which would be nice to see.
Cedar Fair.
Right.
Yeah, I just threw a manufacturer out there. It doesn't mean anything that I said Intamin.
Fair. I would say the first one would be I feel like more, I don't know. I want This is what I'm thinking is I want the parks to keep their identity to where a Six Flags because has crazy rides. Have Six Flags be the crazy ride part of it, like the legacy Six Flags parks, and then the Cedar Fair parks have them be more family oriented. And if that way someone could be like, you know what, I want to go to Cedar Point or I want to go to Kings Island because it's more family oriented and I want to do a vacation with the family, to where you might just be like, you know what, screw it, let's go have some crazy fun and let's go ride like 20 coasters and go crazy or whatever, like something like a legacy Six Flags or something, but obviously have all the trains running and just really high ops on all of that. And then the other thing I would say is I really think the pass structure and everything is so freaking confusing.
Agreed.
We just need to drop everything and say gold or platinum, or I'm sorry, gold or like prestige, whatever. And if you have those, you get those. And then enough of this whole, well, I have a membership that lasts till like 2020 500 or something. Great, cool. The thing is I've got one of those, and like it's so freaking confusing to where it's like what do I like? I still have my membership, but it's like a gold, or is it whatever? Just say it's gold. It just gets you the bare minimum of all of the parks. And if you want to do something that say upcharge, or if you want the meal plan or whatever, you got to buy that. You got to add that onto it, but have it be like seamless and just easy. But if I've got the membership and, just to pay homage to the members of what the Six Flags brand used to have and stuff, then let them keep it. Let them keep whatever monthly payment it was. But like I said, make it more mainstream and a lot easy and not as confusing. Because gosh, it's like, do I have a gold?
It's confusing to us, right? I mean, we figure it out because we're used to this, but what about the family down the street that doesn't go to parks and they just want to get season passes because they went once last year and it was fun?
Right.
Like,
Yeah, sometimes they're like a summer pass or a silver pass or just a gold.
And I mean, this is
or prestige. That's it.
Going back to Cedar Point in 2019, the wild card. What the hell was that? There was people that showed up in July like, well, why can't I use this? I thought it was a season pass.
Yeah.
Like, let's silver, gold, platinum, or prestige, whatever.
Yeah.
And make it very clear and across the board, the exact same perks at all the parks.
And I also think the last one, and I think there was like a survey that went around for this, but I think that it'd be really cool if he got all of the fast lanes into where he would change the fast lane to where there's one pass where say you got to buy it for $2,000 and that is good all year. And it gets you unlimited rides, right? Unlimited rides, how many times you ever want to ride. And then they come out with maybe another season pass for the fast lane, but it's not unlimited. It's maybe like, I don't know, 1,000 or maybe a little less than that. And it's one time each ride, each visit. Like if you want to ride Top Thrill twice, sorry, you can only ride it once. You want to ride, and you just like kind of streamline that and I don't know, just beautify the parks and just make them all as one. And I would agree with you, Evan, to not close any parks and to really, really try hard to figure out what they need to do.
Don't throw in the towel. Don't throw in the towel. Don't just be like, oh, well, their park's underperforming.
Right.
Oh, well, we got to close it. Oh, well, why was it underperforming? Because you haven't invested in it in 20 years.
Yeah. And then maybe bring back the perks that you used to have when you had a season pass, that maybe more people would want to buy a season pass when, for instance, like
extra ride times.
Yeah, the ride nights where you'd be like, oh, cool, it's Friday night, let's go ERT, woohoo, an hour for Steel Vengeance or an hour for Top Thrill or whatever. Like, give back to your pass holders, because if you give back, I feel
you have
like
to make the pass holders feel special, and making them feel special is not tossing them a 5% off a cotton candy after they visit twice a month.
Right.
And it's impossible to even find what pass perks I have because the website doesn't really describe it and the app doesn't work.
Right. Yeah. So hopefully the app thing and everything will get all
streamline everything. Give back to your fans.
Make it more easier, and yes. But those are my three. So
airing of grievances here tonight. Anyways, Kyle, how was IAAPA?
Yeah, you got to go to IAAPA with Justin, and you got to see.
That was really the whole point of this week's show. Was Kyle was going to talk about IAAPA?
Yeah, I'm so jealous that he got to see all the brand new coaster trains and all kinds of fun stuff. Tell us about what you got to see. I know you got to see Kings Island's brand new attraction and everything, and tell us what you got to see.
Yeah, I little disclaimer, I was there for work. So I Tuesday, which was the day that like all of the unveilings happened, I had to work all day. So I only got to go to one unveiling. And everything else I just saw after the fact.
Okay.
But yeah, I guess if we're starting off on Six Flags editions, we'll start at Kings Island. They had No Legs Larry and the Maestro in animatronic form from Phantom Theater Opening Nightmare, and they were doing little demos and actually like saying some of their dialogue from the ride. Tony was there showing off the little flashlight, which I thought was pretty cool.
I saw that. That's cool. Looked really cool. It looked very easy, like a lot better than the Boo Blaster guns that they used to have, where you used to like have to, obviously like a gun and stuff and everything, and it would just, the aim was really bad, but it looked really up to date and looks like they spent some money on it for sure.
Yeah, I'm trying to look back through like pictures of my days at IAAPA, and you're right, they look really good. My only complaint is they look a little like derpy.
You're not a fan of the flashlight, huh?
No, I mean like the animatronics themselves. They look really, really good. But like you can tell that like
they're very cartoony.
Yes, these are cartoony animatronics.
Okay.
Versus when they tried to do it the last time, it was supposed to be more like creepy, scary, like person animatronics.
Okay.
But they look really good. They really do.
Maybe they're trying to gear it more towards family per se. I would assume
that's 110%.
And not have it be as scary or whatever.
But
did they look good in person? Because I mean I saw the pictures and we got everything from Tony and stuff or whatever. But
yeah, they looked really good. It's just they didn't really have much else to show off at their booth. They didn't really announce anything new that we didn't already know about the ride. So yeah, I didn't spend a whole lot of time at that booth because right across the literally right across the aisle from them was the mock booth with Dollywood and Night Flight Expedition.
Oh my goodness.
I will go on record that as of now, that is my most anticipated new attraction of next year. That mock rocking boat system looks bonkers, insane. Mm-hmm. And the ride vehicle looks beautiful.
Yeah, for sure. If anyone wants to see like IAAPA pictures, I would say just Google IAAPA. Yeah, and you'll see like a ton of pictures and stuff or whatever. But I would agree with the boat and how well it looks and everything. And so I was when they unveiled it, I was like, whoa! I was like, that looks nice.
That was out of left field.
This won't translate.
Far away most anticipated ride, like not even close.
Yeah.
Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, this won't translate very well to audio, but just for you guys, they were giving these out at their booth.
Oh, cool!
Like the schematic of the ride vehicle.
It's like the little wings on it.
Yeah.
It's like a blueprint. Yeah,
it is.
So
it's like a blueprint.
Yeah. I'm just describing it to our fans. It was like a big blueprint with like a bunch of white all over it, and it talks about the specs and stuff and everything. And I really want one of those.
On the back, it gives all like the stats. Like it talks about, like highest track elevation, track length, ride elements, enhancements, stuff like that.
I was going to say
that ride's going to be so good.
If you want one of those newspapers for Fire in the Hole, maybe we can do a trade.
Well, I grabbed a few extras of these.
Okay, all right.
And then they were also giving out stickers, so I already got a sticker for my cooler.
Oh,
that saves you souvenir shopping.
I know, because that's the only souvenir I actually buy at parks anymore.
Yeah, That's fair. That's fair.
But anyway,
What else did you get to see? You got to see the B&M booth, right? Where they showed off
yeah,
the new
Tormenta.
coaster. Yeah.
Yeah,
it looks like
it looks fine. It looks like a dive coaster. There's too many of them.
Kyle's not
Kyle is
excited for
sick
the
of
dive.
dive coasters.
I'm not into the dives.
I'm excited. I mean, a Giga Dive. I mean, maybe it'll be more. I don't know. I rode Wrath of Rakshasa, I thought it was really cool. So
I mean, I don't know. I'm Wrath of Shake Shasa and
hey, it was
Rattle Terra. I'm sorry, that's not a knock on Cedar Fair or Six Flags. It's a knock on B&M to get their shit together.
Yeah, right.
Because that B&M rattle on a Giga is going to be not fun.
I hope. Yeah, hopefully they figured out whatever is going on with that. Because yeah.
Let's
Anyway,
see.
Continue.
RMC didn't bring anything fun this year. They brought like a little elephant spinner Larson ride since they're partnering with Larson now.
Oh, you could talk about Zamperla and the cool little fly thing.
Yeah, they had a flying tower ride called the Zamperla Wings, WINGZ.
Oh,
and it was just a really, a simple kind of like wave swinger style swing ride. Except you sat back, one person in front, one person behind in your little car. And the way that you got the ride to move up and down was there was a sensor right above your head, and you would actually flap your arms like a bird. And when you did that, you would move up. And if you stopped flapping, then you would start moving down.
Okay.
And if the ride started and you just didn't do anything, you just were not leaving the ground then. You were just going
just on the ground.
Cool,
yeah. Me and Justin actually did ride that together.
Like, you know how much little kids are gonna love just flapping their arms around?
Did you make him flap so you can go up real high, or
No. We I sat in the front, he sat in the back, and we both equally flapped.
Okay. Now, is it a lot to keep flapping like that? Are you like, okay, I'm kind of
this was a pretty short ride cycle. The demo at IAAPA was only like a minute and a half, so it was fine.
Okay.
But one thing that makes this ride really cool is it's going to Morgan's Wonderland in San Antonio, which is the theme park that's all built for like handicap accessible folks.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
And this ride vehicle can accommodate wheelchairs. There's one platform.
That's cool.
There's one platform on every model that can actually strap down wheelchairs. So
Nice. That's
folks,
super cool.
yeah, folks who are wheelchair bound can actually experience it without having to transfer out of their chair, which is really cool.
That's really cool. That's really, really cool. Props to
Now,
Zamperla for that.
I'm not trying to be that guy, but this wasn't from us. This was actually on Coaster Radio. It's like, what happens if, someone that's handicapped, they can't move their arms or something like that, and they're in the wheelchair? Like, is there going to be some kind of method where?
Well, I think the parent or what guardian could sit in the same ride vehicle and still flap the arms for, like, there's a wheelchair spot, but then there's also a regular seat.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay. That's cool. That's really
I really pulled that out of my ass.
And then also, Zamperla did announce, I guess you could say, that they could go even higher. Like, not that they're building it anywhere, even though
we could build a 500-foot Tatskill too. Yeah, whatever.
Right.
Okay.
What did they say? What was they can go? It was 500 and something. Oh my goodness!
You can go as high as you want with the right amount of space.
It's 502 feet is what they said, and pretty much they just copied and pasted Top Thrill 2, and then I posted it on our Facebook page, and people were like, "Wait, what? Cedar Point's getting another one?" I'm like, "No!" Like I said, Zamperla. Like,
I'm trying to be nice, but Jesus Christ.
Yeah, right. No, I know. It's like no. It's just an idea, but it's cool. Like, I'm just thinking, I'm like, you imagine if the spike was like 502 feet and you went
so you went up 400 feet.
I mean, right. But I was just thinking, I'm like, dude, we already could get that cool stall when we go up there, and you're just like, whoa, time stands still. It's like, how long does time stand still on top of that tower if that ever gets built? So
it'd be awesome, but yeah.
That could have been King
That's-
Dakar.
I feel like that was such a like self-serving announcement from them.
We
But
could do
that's just me.
more.
Yeah.
So
Anyways, what else, Kyle?
what else?
Let's see. Over at the Vekoma booth, SeaWorld and Vekoma unveiled their new dark ride vehicle for a ride they're calling SeaQuest. That looked really cool.
That looks
Yeah.
I was gonna say it looks like it literally
It's
like
different.
if anyone hasn't seen it, like make sure you look up the pictures for it. But it looks like it's a submarine, like, and it's cool. It's a dark ride because it looks like it's about to go underwater.
Yeah, that's
and-
what it's supposed to be. Is it's supposed to be like a submersible underwater kind of dark ride. But these ride vehicles from Vekoma are huge, and they actually brought like the support structure. You know, like most manufacturers when they unveil a train or whatever, you know, they just kind of have it sitting on the ground right there, which is great, right? But since this is a suspended dark ride model from Vekoma, they actually sent over a support structure so they could hang the damn thing on the show floor, and they wired it up. They actually wired it up so that it would spin and demo some of the movement and some of the things
So
it
they
can
were
do.
really trying to sell more of those.
Oh,
is
yeah.
what you're saying.
Yeah,
That's cool. I mean, did you tell them? Did you slip them a 20 and say, "Hey, thanks for Siren's Curse. It's really freaking smooth."
Yeah,
That-
I should have. Oh, they did. I did stop by their booth. I talked to them a little bit, and
Yeah?
I got a pin from them for my lanyard because I went all out on my lanyard this year. I had like buttons and pins and everything. And the one thing I would have never thought of, it's so cool. You know how like how they have the name tags that stab through your shirt, and then they have the name tags that are just a magnet that you just.
Mhm.
They made magnetic pins, so you don't have to push it through the lanyard or your
What?
shirt.
Nice. I was gonna say when I worked at Best Buy, used to put like a magnet underneath your shirt, and then literally it would.
So
you know.
that's how my name tag is at work. But that's the first time I've ever seen a pin like that before.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen Evan. You're the
See,
button
no,
and
I don't
pin
like
guy.
that because I put my pins on a cork board. No,
okay.
I disapprove.
Well, okay. So wait, there's no actual pin then, right? Like you
No.
Yeah, it's not a pin anymore.
Yeah, what do you call it then?
I don't. Well,
A magnet.
whatever
Magnet.
whatever
A
it
mag.
was, it looked great on my lanyard.
That's cool. Okay, all right. Was it just their logo then? I'm assuming.
Yeah, they had two. They had one that was just the Vekoma logo. That's the one I took, and then the other one had the Flash Vertical Velocity that just opened at Great Adventure
Ooh.
on it.
Okay.
Did you ask
Yeah.
them why
See,
they
when I
like
was
it?
there a few years ago, there was no pins or buttons or anything. Like,
Well,
There
you
was
see,
nothing
they
like
have a
that.
much bigger booth now.
okay.
Yeah, because they're much bigger. People actually like Tacoma now.
They
Yeah,
got
they're like-
they got a lot of Disney money these days.
Hey, I mean, let it rain, man. Because those.
Hopefully they got some Six Flags money too. Shit.
Yeah, right. And if anyone doesn't know who Vekoma is, that's who built Siren's Curse. It's so freaking
Mhm.
smooth and just amazing. So good. What else, Kyle?
The Gravity Group was showing off one of their what do they call their trains? Not Millennium Flyers,
Timberliner.
Timberliners. Yeah, they were showing off a Timberliner train that had like this really cool like wooden finish instead of a like a
Oh.
traditional.
Instead of like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to show you guys a picture. That's all wood. It's like stained.
Oh yeah, I did actually
yeah,
see
that is
that.
cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that was cool. It wasn't to anything. It was just there.
Yeah.
Just them showing off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, why not, right?
And then my favorite train, well, not really, because Night Flight was my favorite ride vehicle, but my favorite coaster train was over at the Intamin booth. The Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift coaster
Oh yeah.
was on display.
That is insane.
Thing looks nice. Thing looks real nice.
That looks like a real street car. Like, holy freaking wow.
Yeah, that ride's testing too. So soon.
And again, from Coaster Radio, because they had someone on this past week, they talked about how I guess the engine and stuff looked kind of dingy at the show or whatever, but I guess they're going to be working with the trains. Those aren't the final trains that you'll see like actually at the park and stuff. And I guess they'll be like really nice metal and so on and so forth. So I was like, dang, that's going to look even crazier. Wow.
I'm trying to think. So that was it for like the unveiling / the little like new for 2026 things that were at the booths. Trying
Did you
to
get
think,
any fun food? Any fun foods you got to try?
I mean, we got mini melts, of course. You always got to get mini melts. What did we get? We waited
Were
in
those
line.
knockoff Dippin' Dots?
Yeah.
Didn't you have like Dr. Pepper Dippin' Dots or something? Didn't Justin said he tried it?
Justin did, and he hated them.
Wasn't a fan.
And then we got pretzels at one point, like the Ben soft pretzels. You know, the booth
Okay.
that always had the really long line.
Yeah, those are always good.
And then I think Justin got an icy. I think.
Shout out to Carson.
Yeah, right. I think. Well, actually, our friend Dean over there got to take a picture with the icy mascot. I was kind of jealous. I was like, "Dang it! I want to, that's my bear. I want to take a picture with him. He's my buddy."
Let's see what else. Me and Justin did some rides. We did the coaster on the show floor, the spinning coaster.
Okay.
That was
SBF Visa
the
thing.
little spinning SBF Visa. We did the pirate ship. They outside this year they built a pirate ship. Rides for You did.
Okay.
You know, like just a swinging like ocean motion style pirate ship, and we got like a super long ride cycle because I don't know what happened if they couldn't figure out how to stop it or whatever, but we got like a 9-minute ride cycle. And then, and then once we stopped, they couldn't figure out how to get the damn lap bars up, so we were stuck in there for another few minutes.
I think I would have thrown up. I think that would have gotten me.
If
anything gets me, it's swinging motion. And
I was just saying,
oh god,
Kyle, did you get to do any of the trivia? Remember we did the trivia and
I
failed
didn't. No,
drastically?
I didn't really do any games this year.
No games.
I mean, I walked through obviously, but
Yeah.
I didn't really see anything that piqued my
Any
interest.
crazy fog machines like the fog gun that they used to have? Like
Oh
when
yeah,
I
they
was
still
there?
have that there.
Yeah.
That kind of little stuff like that doesn't usually tend to change year over year because someone's always buying it.
It's true. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, all in all, it was the third time I've attended the IAAPA Expo, and third time for work as well. Third time in 3 years. So it's always fun. But I'm trying to dig through right now to see if I have any.
I was gonna say, remember I took you on that 4D simulator, and they were like, "Do you want to go 10 or do you want to go 7?" And we're like, "Let's go to the 7." And you're like, "Holy crap!" And we're riding that roller coaster upside down, and you're like, "Oh my god! Oh gee!" And we're just like, we're like, "Never again."
Oh, I remember. Yeah, I remember. No crazy stories like that this year.
except getting stuck on an ocean motion.
Yeah, except getting stuck. Oh, also fun spot. So little fun piece of IAAPA knowledge. Rides for You, and like every other manufacturer except Zamperla, if they bring a ride, they have Fun Spot employees operate it. I don't know why. It's just something they do every year. Like all the rides on the show floor and outside and everything, the people operating it are wearing their Fun Spot polos and badges and everything. They had the Fun Spot guys wearing these giant cowboy hats this year.
I saw that.
It was so silly.
Oh, did you get to ride the Indiana Beach ride, the whatever it's called?
No, I didn't really have a desire to. Justin wanted to, which you guys know him.
Shocking for him.
That's what I'm about to say. Is you know him just as well as I do, and that is not a Justin ride.
For anyone that's wondering what it was, like a rotor that like you stick to the wall. It was like an old school rotor, and you could do a bunch of whatever. And did he ride it then? Or no,
I couldn't believe he even suggested it, and I was. And I was going to say no anyway because it didn't seem like something I would want to do, and we ended up getting back in from the pirate ship too late, and the show floor was closed. So
dang, you're like, well, sorry.
He was welcome to go back and do it the next day. I wanted nothing to do with it.
That's great.
But, yeah,
it sounds like a fun time.
Yeah, I think that's
for
it
sure.
for IAAPA, honestly.
Kyle, I know it's almost Christmas time, but I feel like you should close out HHN 100% and give us your top 10 finally.
Did I never give you? We never closed it out.
You never closed it out.
Okay.
Evan and I closed it out long ago, but we're still waiting on you, buddy.
All right.
Everyone wants to know what ended up first and what ended up last.
That's
and
fine.
honestly, I don't think anybody besides actually me is really wondering. But let's
you know, there's a lot of people that actually I've seen in the park be like, dude, what's he gonna rank? Blah blah blah. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to find out.
All right,
Kyle.
Let's dive in. Let's start with number 10, Grave of Flesh.
Okay, all right.
You could be quick. We've gone way too long.
Okay,
yeah.
Number 10, Grave of Flesh. Number 9, Fallout. Number 8, Number 8, Jason.
Nice.
7, Terrifier.
God dang
no,
it.
no, bad
come on.
Kyle.
6, Gulkin, Monsters of the North.
Okay. All
Actually,
right.
that was 6 for me too.
5, Dolls.
Okay.
4, WWE.
Oh, okay.
3,
all right.
El Artista. 2, Five Nights at Freddy's, and number 1, Hatchet and Chains.
Wow.
Wow.
I knew Hatchet and Chains is going to be your favorite.
Gosh. Was it even close? Was it
Kyle house?
It was really close between Five Nights and Hatchet and Chains, honestly. I started the season and I never really cared much for Hatchet and Chains. I heard him announce it and I thought it seemed silly and not really a me style house. I never really paid it much attention. Hell, even the couple times, like even the first week or so I did the event, I was like, it was fine. It was good. And then I don't know what happened. That house just started clicking for me, and my runs started getting better and better and better. So color me shocked. If you would have asked me previous, beginning of the season, what house do I think is going to finish number 1? That one would not have been up there at all. That would have been a number probably 8 through 10 finisher right there.
Yeah, that was 8 for me.
Definitely a year that surprised me, because I feel like I usually stick pretty true to myself. I'll kind of think in my head, all right, here's what I think it's going to be. Here's my rough rankings. And granted, things will shift around, and maybe I'll think something's going to be number 6 and it ends up being number 4. But usually I'm pretty on the money. Yep. And I was off. I was way off this year.
Wow.
So you just heard me read that. Let me run through my hype list real quick that I read back in August.
Yeah.
10 was Jason. 9 was WWE. 8 was Fallout. 7 was Grave of Flesh. 6 was Terrifier. 5 was El Artista. 4 was Hatchet and Chains. 3 was FNAF. Dolls was number 2, and Gulkin was 1.
Wow.
Yeah,
so
was my number 1.
everything jumped around this year, and nothing was safe.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was a weird year. And
Yeah.
I feel like we were the only ones to sit here and say, yeah, Jason wasn't that good. Jason was not a good house.
I actually liked Jason. I didn't mind it. I thought the end was really cool when you're just going down that hallway and getting hit from every side. It's an intense house. It was fine. There were better houses this year.
I just couldn't get past that stupid soundtrack. That was just a breaker for me. The soundtrack was just... Yep. Yep.
Well, the piano in WWE was driving me nuts, even though I know that's part of it. Oh, God.
Can
we were tired at 1 a.m. and that's all you hear.
Oh my gosh.
Also,
oh my God. I could have been in a padded room and I wouldn't have known the difference. It wasn't even that quick.
I also can't believe that for me, a non-wrestling fan, the WWE house went as high as it did.
I think maybe because it's nostalgic and maybe, you're I don't know, you kind of feel like you're behind the scenes at a WWE show maybe.
No idea.
Maybe.
It was really well it's the production value was there for me. It's just I don't care for the IP and the piano drove me friggin' nuts. Which again, I know that's part of the IP, but man.
Yeah. Part of the IP. It's part of the IP.
All right, Carson, finish this up.
All right, yep. And finally, dun, 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 we have our calendars that are going to be for sale. They will be for sale if if they're not up on the website by this time this podcast goes up, they'll be for sale most likely around Friday or uh a few days before. We'll see. I just have to sit down and
So like
figure out.
Thanksgiving weekend sometime.
Yeah. So this weekend, sometime, the prices have to go up just a smidge because the printing company that we print with ended up raising their prices like a lot more than I'm raising the price. So we're just gonna raise it up about $1 or so. So it'll be 1850 plus shipping.
That's still cheap, to be honest with you.
I think so. If you want to pay that much for a really cool calendar that's just all submitted for like, it's fan submitted photos, and then it's also, I like the card stock. This card stock's really nice, and it's not like super glossy. Like I was having a conversation where it's like with someone to where the calendar I can't stand. I'm not a fan of the calendars that like use the same kind of stock paper stock or whatever that they use for like photographic pictures and things like that. I just
Take it
feel
on
like
your
it's
wall and it like blinds you.
something like that. And so there's two editions like I announced here a while ago. There's going to be a nighttime edition of Cedar Point, literally just at night. There's no trains running, obviously, but you could see the cool like lighting and stuff and everything. So that's going to look really. I think that's going to look really really cool. Evan, you've seen the previews for it and everything, and you thought they were pretty fire.
Mhm.
And then we've also got our traditional one that we run with our fan submitted photos. And that one will be like during the day, and some coasters are running.
I'm a big fan of that one personally. You'll see why when you look at the photo credits, but I'm a big fan of the fan submitted one. I had some pretty good. There were some good pictures chosen this year.
And then sadly, a little behind the curtain, a lot of the photos that we got were either so like pictures of people like taking like selfies, or they were on ride, like sky ride we can't use, unfortunately. Like that's not an approved ride. Like if you want to get on a ride and take a picture, go on the giant wheel. You can do it on the giant wheel. At least last year you can. This year, who knows? And then there was also like a lot of the pictures were just kind of like blurry, or they were already pictures like I already had per se. Like they were like we already had a Siren's Curse, we already had a Top Thrill 2. Like and then also
like without having looked at the submissions, I feel like you got a lot of repeats of the spike, of the tilt,
right.
of the
And
top
and the
two
thing
with
is
the lights counting down.
and the thing is I really look for different kind of like air like photography, like different areas in the park and stuff that like show off the ride in a different way that you would not normally see just walking down the midway. Something that catches my eye, something like that. So hopefully next year we'll get more fun fan submitted photos.
Saying it now, for the love of God, don't submit a selfie of your family. Okay,
Right.
you're
Yeah.
not going to feature that.
I will send you if I get one of those next year. I will literally send someone and be like, "Hey, perfect. Go to Vistaprint and print one out yourself." And
I think joking aside, I think people think that we do like a collage or something.
maybe
Like our months, or even like some of the months, are just like a bunch of pictures, like 50 pictures. And okay, fine, a selfie of your family with Raptor in the background might fit in something like that.
yeah.
But that's not what we do. So stop, please.
Yeah, I think that's the other thing is I don't know how I'm gonna do the website yet. I think I'm gonna give the calendars their own page. Like it'll be like cprundown.com/store/nighttime calendar, and then cprundown.com/store/ I don't know, calendar, something like that. Because we've got the merch and everything on our website. If you want to take a peek at that, there's some stickers that you can buy, or there's t-shirts that you can buy with our brand new logo that we unveiled and stuff. And if you're going to the holiday party, the Great Ohio Coaster Club holiday party, I will be there. I will have a sales table. I will be selling the calendars, I believe for $15. And then also I'll have stickers. If you buy a calendar, stickers free. If you don't buy a calendar, stickers $1. And those stickers are pretty cool. They're 2-inch by 2-inch. I just got them the other day and they looked really cool. I was like, oh, so hopefully people want some stickers, and yeah, so. But I think that's it, and I believe we're probably going to take next week off for sure
Yeah.
because there's not a whole lot of anything. And then we'll come back the following week most likely, and I'll at least be able to talk about everything of what I got to see or hear from the winter, the holiday party, and then also we'll probably talk
That'll
about
probably be Grinch episode, to be honest with you.
the Grinch Christmas,
and
and then
Santa after that. Then holy shit, it's Christmas, and I'm sure one of us will have a Winterfest trip in there at some point.
I will actually have that one when I go down.
Oh yeah, because it's down at what, Strickers Grove?
Yes. Yeah.
Cool.
Yep. So if anybody's going to be down there at Kings Island, I'll be there on the 5th. At least I think maybe the 5th, if not for sure the 6th. The night of the 6th, whatever. So
cool. Yeah, I want to get back to Winterfest this year. I haven't gone the last 2 years.
It's fun. It's good. And it's nice that they keep building new rides, and the new rides are still continuing to open late into the season, which is pretty cool. But Kyle, do you have anything to add, or let's close this up and go on about our day?
No, I don't have anything. So,
all right,
let's go ahead and close it up. Like we said, happy Thanksgiving, everybody, because we will not talk to you before then. Have a great day. That's all I got.
Yep. Yeah, what Kyle said, Winterfest opens this weekend at most of the parks, so go out to Winterfest so that we keep our Winterfest. Show your support. You vote with your feet, and talk to you at some point.
And make sure you share this podcast with all of your friends and rate us. We love to hear you guys. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for tuning in to the Rundown on Fun. Don't forget to follow us on social media for all the latest updates from Six Flags Entertainment. And remember, always be kind to your ride operators. See you soon.